This is a new requested video on the C160 progress. Been working on it now for a couple weeks. Be a full polished aluminum shift gate there. And start of an aluminum side panel. Rough cut. And there's a brace that's going to be inside the hood, and it'll have all real small chrome fasteners. Aluminum frame rails. And got a good Cub Cadet front end under her. Had to stretch the frame about a quarter inch. Full length aluminum plate underneath. These tractors had excellent engines and transmissions, but the rest of the tractors were just built very light. They were basically built out of sheet metal and angle iron, and that's just something I don't care for, so this tractor's going to be put together right. Stretching the frame real easy, just use quarter-inch spacers. Pulled the front axle mount out quarter-inch, and then we got to put different hood mounts on, nice heavy ones. They'll be aluminum, they'll be full polished. There's the start of them. This will be a nice aluminum side panel here. And it looks a little different. It's because it is up here. That's got a Cub Cadet steering column in it as well. With a nice trim plate there. We'll have a polished aluminum dash panel. Very basic. I don't like a lot of fancy things on my tractors. Just very basic. Just the switches and whatever needed to shut it off, turn it on the lights. There's that aluminum shift gate. There's the install on the Cub Cadet column. Had to notch the frame about a 3/16 of an inch, not much. And there's the upper brace for the column, just roughed in. This whole tractor is still under major construction. Just everything's rough. Nothing pretty. It won't be pretty for quite some time, but it will get there. Built some braces for the inside of the hood. Again, everything's so light on these tractors, it's just very disappointing. Cub and Deere both knew how to put iron in a tractor, that's for sure. And there's the back side of the frame stretch extensions. There's a view underneath. And coming forward. The axle and the steering column were very easy retrofits. Probably half a day at most. A little bit of sitting down and looking at it and doing some thinking, and then a little bit of cutting and grinding and building some brackets, and went right in. This tractor is going to have full side panels. Everything will be covered up inside. It'll be just as pretty underneath as it will be on the outside, but I like things closed up, kind of like the Deere's are. Looks nice that way. And here's the side panels. The exhaust will poke right out the John Deere exit hole there. This side, passenger side, was The right side there was real easy to fit. I mean, that was 15-minute job. Fits really nice. A little bit of trimming. And here's the left side. A little bit of trimming back here. Nothing major. Everything clears and will function like it's supposed to. All the aluminum on this tractor, with the exception of a few little brackets, is going to be 3/16 and 1/4 inch. I like to build things heavy duty, and I like to build them once. And when I do them, I try to do things right. So there'll be a nice trim panel on the front. Probably have a wheel horse sticker on it of some sort. It'll be a polished, just a small trim panel that'll wrap around the front there. And up where the fuel tank sits, we'll have a small round fuel tank up there. Found an aluminum one that I think will fit real nice. So for the steering, about all I need to really do is stretch and bend the tie rod that goes from the box to the axle. Shouldn't be a big deal at all. Hour job probably. So coming along quite nicely. Hope to have it done in a year or so. Got a lot of fabrication left to do on it. I just got the motor in this week. It's going to go on that tractor. It sits over there on the workbench. I know a lot of you purists won't care for this, but it's going to have an industrial commercial Briggs IC 10 horse. It'll be more than enough power for this little tractor. And there's my old gas pump from the farm I restored a couple years ago. Pretty basic, just kind of done it to my own taste. Reason I went for the Briggs is it's an easy install. And I bought this motor brand new, cheaper than I could even come close to overhauling the Kohler. And sold the Kohler for more than what that Briggs cost me new. I don't intend on mowing with this tractor. I never mow with any of my old tractors. They're just toys. Take them to shows. So that's full pressure lube. It's got ball bearings on both sides. It's a good heavy duty little engine. It's not going to be a horsepower king, but I'm not building it for that. I'm building it just to show and play with. So got plenty of horsepower there in a diesel if I need it. So should be a real nice looking old tractor when it's done. A lot of work left to do on it. A lot of work. Hope to have another video up as progress allows me to. Got about another month or two of a lot of time to work on it, and then spring will get busy and it'll set. It'll set, and I'll work on it on and off this summer on it a little bit. Try to just keep myself busy in the off season with these old tractors. It's going to be neat when it's done. It's going to have a little bit of John Deere in it, a little bit of Cub Cadet in it, a little bit different power plant in it. I kind of like to do things different. I don't like having the same thing as everybody else. I like to have different stuff, and it'll have aluminum wheels, front and rear, kind of like this little guy. 23 10.5 Firestones on the back, and 16 6.5/8 on the front. Be Verdstein 5 ribs, so it should look pretty good. That's all for now.